So, wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff's happened. You've woken up and it's now 1995. What do you do? Me? Okay, so there's two ways this could go. So you go to bed and you wake up in 1995 as the age you are. So I'm 37. Go to bed, wake up in 1995, and I'm still 37. Or you go to bed, you wake up, you're still your same age, but your body has been reduced to that of whatever it was in 1995. So if you were a kid in 1995, you're still 37. For me, I'm still 37, but my body is now that of my 1995 counterpart. So I'm small and I'm living in New Jersey with, my brothers and my mom and my dad. And, we have got our house with our pool in the backyard and a nice big backyard to play in. But I have all the knowledge of everything I've had through the years up to 2025 when I kind of go to bed and I wake up in 1995. So either way, doesn't really matter which one you choose. If you want to wake up as your same self, you're just in 1995, you can do that. If you want to do the whole your body de-ages, but your age is still the same, so you have all that knowledge of, the 90s and future events that you could possibly use to your advantage. Maybe make someone, certain someone president long before 2016. Or invest in a little company called Tesla. I mean, I don't think, obviously Tesla wasn't around, but maybe find Elon and be like, hey, you know what you should do, buddy? You know what you should do? You should make a company. You should make a company. But, yeah, 1995. So we didn't have internet. So no Wi-Fi, no cell phones. It's the simple life. What do you do first? I'd probably wake up and say, holy shit, I'm in 1995. Now, if this was one of those things where you get to live out your life in that time period now, so I would, if I got to experience the Pokemon hype again, I would love that. Speaking of Pokemon, I would also, once it got to 1998, 1999, I would love to ask for the number of the girl who was in my class who I had a crush on. She had a crush on me. And since it was 1999, MySpace would be coming out not too far after that. But in fact, I've had this picture since 1999, since she drew it for me. Yeah, I've had this since 1999. Now, people are saying that, people think men are so complicated. No, simple things like this. You compliment a guy or you do something like this, he remembers it for the rest of his fucking life. So, Nicole E., May 11th, 1999, Lanes Mill School, Brick, New Jersey, Jigglypuff. I've had that since 1999. But guys don't care, right? Guys aren't sentimental. Again, you compliment a guy, he remembers it for the rest of it. No matter how small of a compliment, like, oh, you have a nice smile or whatever. He remembers that shit. He remembers that. But I would ask for her digits. Knowing that I can't really find her anymore because, even with Instagram and Facebook and whatever, I know her last name, but that may not even be her last name anymore. Obviously, she could have gotten married and had, obviously her last name's gonna be changed, so I can't even find her anymore. But I would just be like, hey, so there's this little thing gonna be coming out soon called Facebook. Or rather before that, MySpace. Yeah, can add me as a friend on there. And I tried to find her with through another friend I found on MySpace. His name was Jesse. And he doesn't even remember her. He's like, who? I'm like, the girl who hung out with us all the time, the one who wore the Pikachu shirt all the time. He's like, I have no idea. I'm like, obviously you can't say she wasn't a real person. she was a real person. For some reason, he doesn't remember her. I remember it's like, her name was Nicole. Remember, she came in, she had the Pikachu shirt on all the time. One day she came in, the Pikachu shirt had this big old freaking red stain from juice. He's like, I don't remember. I'm like, and I wanted to say something because this kid, when this guy, when we were in 5th grade, he was out of school for a little bit because apparently he ran into a mailbox, and in a way to where the point of the mailbox went into his neck. So when he came to school, he had this huge. Now that was the story. It could have been some other like medical reason, but that's just what he chose. But he had this huge scar right there on his neck. And both me and Nicole were questioning him about it, like, what happened? And he's like, oh, I ran into a mailbox when I was riding my bike and this and that. But he's like, oh, I don't remember her. I'm like, how do you not? She hung out with us all the time. But, yeah, wake up in the 90s, 1995. What do I do? Apart from waking up and saying, holy shit, it's 1995. What else would I do? I would, despite the fact that I hated going to school, but, having all the knowledge that I have, assuming my body's shrinking to that of my 1995 self, going to school, being able to do just fine, whether it be math or English or whatever the case is. I've always been really good at spelling, no matter what grade it was. I was always good at spelling, always great at science, always great at history and English. It was just math I always had a problem with. But, 1995, I was a kid. So we were just doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. There's there's no need to fail that now. But maybe start setting up a career path. I mean, I wanted to become a vet when I love animals, but having to go to school for so long, or, consider starting doing start a voice acting thing, if I'm going to be stuck in 1995, right? I was already doing voices, and then once Pokemon came around, I started doing voices even more. And back then, I was able to do every Pokemon voice except for like the deeper ones for obvious reasons. I was only like, what, 10, 11 years old. So my voice wasn't even that, that deep yet. So I couldn't really do like Charizard and all the higher, the deeper ones. I could just do, like Charmander and Bulbasaur, and, I could just do those. I couldn't do the deeper ones because my tiny little balls hadn't dropped yet. But maybe start in that. Maybe start doing videos online at a, earlier. People started posting videos on MySpace. And then when YouTube started coming out, when it came out and got big, of course, I would need, equipment. I would have to find a way to get that stuff. But also then it says you wake up and it's 1995. So, but it says no Wi-Fi, no cell phones. Okay, well, actually, it says no Wi-Fi, no cell phones. So if I wake up and I'm still here and all my stuff is still here, I can make videos, but not be able to upload them until Wi-Fi is a thing. I'm playing the long game here. Oh my god. Who is bothering me?
Ah, gosh, I love being bothered when I'm trying to make a video.
What? Oh yeah, that's just a folder. Just a folder. This is a folder of my early 2000s drawings and stuff. I mean, there's like these are all ones I just did in school when I was bored. Got Link. We got another Link. We got this dude that I never actually finished. See, it's half done. It was in a magazine. We've got Perfect Cell. We've got Bobbity and Deborah. So this is just like my big folder of miscellaneous pictures. Except obviously this one, which was my friend. I really wish I knew where she was now. But I've had this folder for ages. Along with my my thing for my Pokemon cards, the folder, the binder that I have for my Pokemon cards. In a long time. A long time. Falling apart. But yeah. Now what was I saying? I don't even remember. What was I saying? Oh yeah, a viable career path. You know, maybe do voice act, you know, start voice acting young with, you know, getting equipment like, hey mom, I really want to do this. I really want a microphone, or, you know, make little tapes and stuff like that. I mean, being that young, if I'm going to be young like that, I still have the knowledge of how to manipulate, you know, your voice, and maybe even learn, you know, find that I could get my voice deeper even if my balls hadn't dropped yet. Being able to manipulate my voice, and, you know, because it's all about, you know, vocal cords and your breath and this and that. So having that knowledge, or like I said, it's just setting up future investing, you know, telling my parents to invest and stuff. Hey mom, dad, you know, you should invest in Apple. What's Apple? Just just invest. Just invest. Um but no, I would like going back to school, you know, those back to school parties you'd have where you would get together with the other classes, and, you know, you have a good first day, or, you know, you get back and you're coloring freaking pictures of pumpkins and autumn pictures because, you know, we're going back at like almost the end of September when, you know, it's already feeling like it's autumn. And I would love that. I would love to relive snow days, being able to wake up, seeing that my waking up, seeing that my school is not closed for the day, and going to my mom, you know, opening my mom's door, saying, Mom, school's closed because of snow. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, gotcha, bitch. It's not really closed. I'm just staying home. Like every other school, there was our school, and there was like the high school, not like right on the same road. They didn't have to go to school, but we did. Somehow our school was immune from all of this. But I would love to experience snow days again. I would love to, you know, those awesome parties, you know, friends parties where you have like ice cream cake, you know? Um, what else? Uh, enjoy Chuck E. Cheese a lot more. We went to Chuck E. Cheese a lot. A lot of parties there. A lot of parties. Um, enjoy the music. 1995, a lot of good music. A lot of good music. For 1995. I mean, come on, just think of like 1990, just the 90s, the early 90s in general with their music. it was like trying to remain late 80s, but trying to do its own thing at the same time. And it was good. Hang on. All right, so here we have the best songs of 1995. Wow. Oh my God, Brandy. Wow. That is. Holy crap. Yeah. Yes. Elton John. Wow.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, really fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Rose.
It's a Shaggy. Weezer. Wow. This is simply up. What?
Have I been wise to shut my eyes?
Wow.
There's weakness.
Tina Turner. GoldenEye.
Excuse me, Mr. Officer.
Wow.
Right time to roll.
Oh my God, so good. Madonna. Wait. What was that? The freaking, what is it? The sad cat song. Yeah, that's a sad cat song. All right, so these are the sad cat ones, the sad cat dances. We got Pomni. That's basically what it is. Celine Dion. Boys to men, men to old men. Oh, wait. You are not alone. Alanis Morissette. Yeah. The music. The music. The music. I would enjoy the music. Run away, run away. No, that. I still listen to all like those songs. I still listen to them. Still freaking listen to them. Buy as much Apple and Google. Yeah, Google. Go talk to my dad. Grab my CD case. Invent Wi-Fi. Put an 8-track Van Halen and cruise around on 86 Cutlass Supreme. Start putting everything into Apple stock. Go to a concert. The good ones, of course. Fax my broker to buy Yahoo stock. Grow some buds, buy PC, wait for BTC to appear and mine the shit out of it. toast Pop-Tarts and watch Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. I'd breathe, no pings, no scrolls, just stillness. Go outside, call a friend on a landline, lift heavy, no distractions, just iron and effort. No feeds, no likes, no branding our lives, just living it. Yep, still go fishing. Make sure there's a box of tissues nearby. For crying, right? For crying, right? Start flipping through channels. You only have like 99 channels and you just keep flipping through them, hoping, you know, I'd light up. I was a smoker back then. Invent Bitcoin. What a great time to be young. Play some Red Alert. Take a nap. Call my grandparents. Grab my bike and gather call the neighborhood rowdies. Buy NVIDIA and Apple stock. Invent Wi-Fi. Ride my BMX to the park to meet all my friends. Then we'd ride to the bike track 10 kilometers away. Get a job, buy a whole bunch of land. Create a trust for my future kids. Invest in NVIDIA, Google, Apple. Leave a message to invest in Bitcoin as soon as possible. Probably playing my Sega or playing outside. Skateboard at the library, even though you weren't allowed to. I had a Nokia cell phone in 1995, the one with replaceable faces. Grabbed my skateboard, heading out for mow the lawn. But chores are never done, even in 1995. Buy some cool .com domains for a future flip. Over morning coffee, wish it was 1975. Log into AOL before someone calls the house. Oh god, I love AOL. Ride my bike to a buddy's house. Yeah. Boot up my PC and play Duke Nukem. Start investing, buy stock. Am I 30 again or still 59? Yeah, exactly. That's why I said, if you want to say that you go to bed and you wake up in 1995 as you're still your present self, you can do that. If you want to say you want to wake up in 1995 and you're now physically reduced to what you were in 1995. So for this person who's 30 in 1995, he's 59 now. So for me, I'm 37. How old was I in 1995? I was like, what, 6, 7 years old? So yeah, because like Pokemon didn't come out till I was like 10. You know, I was like 10, 11 when Pokemon craze was really ramping up there. So yeah, 6 or 7 years old. So what was I doing when I was 7? What was out when I was 7? Let's see. Wow. Worms. Ew. XCOM, Terror of the Deep. Whoa, jumping flash. Light Crusader. Wow. Loaded. Aquanauts Holiday. Full Throttle. Wow. The Beast Within, Gabriel Knight Mystery. Anvil of Dawn. I remember these games. Mortal Kombat! Street Fighter Alpha Warrior's Dream. When I see this, I just think of freaking AVGN. WrestleMania, wow. Sega Rally Championship. Ooh, Castlevania. Alien Breed. Oh god, I freaking hated this game so much. It gave you no real direction or what to do. It was just like, figure it out, asshole. The Ultimate Doom. Pinball Illusions. Who? Warhawk. There's a lot of good games. Clock Tower. Holy shit. Super Nintendo. Yeah. That's insane. Bug. Ridge Racer. Oh, wow. Bust a move again. Bust a nut. Oh, yeah. Great game. Great game. Stone Keep. Street Fighter the movie. Derby. Batman and Robin. I remember that game. Tactic Ogre. Let us cling together. Area 51. Phantasmagoria. Heroes of Might and Magic. PGA Tour 96. Micro Machines. Wow. 1995 was great. But, dial-up AOL and shitpost in a chat room. Ah, yes, we had those. Worry about where my cell phone is. Fire the decks up. Go fishing. Call my parents, then my brother. Now respond to engagement farming. Unfollowed. Bye-bye. Sounds like a wonderful person to be around. I'm not engaging with this farming. Bye. But, yeah, simple question. You woke up, it was 1995. What's the first thing you're going to do? Or not even the first thing. Just what would you plan on doing if it was 1995? Like, if you got stuck there, just say you're stuck in 1995 and you got to live out your life. You know, what are you going to do? Whether you wake up there and you're, you know, the current age you are and you're the way you are right now, or you wake up, you're still the same age, but you're just physically reduced to whatever you were in 1995. So for me, I would just be reduced to my, you know, 7-year-old self. Wouldn't be nearly as good at voices since, my voice is still pretty much like this. Like little boys, they kind of sound not so good. And then we start to go through puberty and we'll start talking and then our voice cracks. So I wasn't nearly as versatile with voices as I am now. But I was definitely practicing back then. But yeah, simple question. What would you do? What would you do? Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.